have we got a special treat today. We've got a nice little premium hunting knife from a premium brand. That's right, we're growing up in the world of YouTube. What we have here today is the venerable Benchmade knives. And not just any fixed blade knife, no. In fact, this is the Hidden Canyon Mini Hunter. As you can see, it's very, very tiny. But you know what they say, sometimes big things come in small packages. So let's take a look at this tiny little thing and see if it's even worth the well over $100 price tag, $123 last time I checked, should you consider the Benchmade Mini Hidden Canyon Hunter for your purposes as well. In terms of an overall package, it's fantastically small. Fits very well in your pocket. You can fit it in a breast pocket, side pocket, pocket, just about anywhere. And of course it has a belt loop so you can run your belt through it, hello, and keep it right there on your side at all times. I've had this knife for a little while now and I've used it quite a bit. I've got quite a few good things to say about it and some that are maybe not so good. First up, of course, is its compact size and nature. That is actually quite a positive, except of course if you have big honking hands like these bare paws right here. You think, small little fixed blade knife, although that sounds very, very appealing, because, well, what's better than a fixed blade? Nothing, essentially. It's just a straight piece of bar steel with a good sharp point on it. It's a lot stronger than a folder. But in order to be small enough to pack, you either have to sacrifice your blade or sacrifice your handle. This kind of sacrifices both to still fit within that 3.5-inch legal parameters of most states' carry knife rules. Does that actually hurt the Mini Hidden Canyon Hunter Benchmade? Or does it actually help it be a huge selling feature? Well, first off, let's take a closer look at it. Number one thing is they greatly and vastly improved the leather sheath from the last generation. Before, it was just a simple slip-on sheath, was not press-formed, and most importantly, it was not stitched or riveted anywhere. And I've heard from a lot of different other people on other reviews that it tends to fall out, tends to fall apart, and it just tends not to hold. You end up losing your knife, and this small little guy can easily disappear somewhere in the brush, and good luck ever finding it again. So they definitely redesigned the sheath in a very, very good way. Formed, fitted, loop up here with a buckle to actually keep it in place, and of course, heavily reinforced. Even then though, Benchmades are renowned as being extremely sharp, which you can tell, the leather is not thin on this thing. That blade has easily cut its own sheath with barely any pressure, just pulling it out very, very gingerly and carefully, and it sliced it wide open. Which is a good thing because the blade is actually designed for skinning and for hunting needs. That's why it's a small packable thing that you can keep in your pocket. You're out there hiking, you drop an animal, you need to go skin it, well, you need to carry something in your pocket, not a big thing on your hip. So it's a good additional knife to have with you at all times. But is it really good for EDC carry? Now, of course, releasing the loop here, you have to be very careful and pull it out because that blade is very sharp. Yeah, I don't want to cut my sheath anymore. And you can see the overall size. And of course, it is dirty because, well, it's been used. I use this pretty frequently. It is actually an everyday carry knife for me every single day. But you can see its overall design here. Very, very big belly with a nice deep bend to it. Serrations up on top here to give you finger points. A little bit of a ricasso right here to be able to pivot your finger, although I wouldn't recommend. I would recommend going back here. And of course, dark stained ironwood handles that are screwed into place. And most importantly, that big fat tang all the way through. It's not a rat tail. This is basically, like I said, that big bar piece of metal. Now overall, the fit is very, very comfortable. It fits well in the hand, even though it's a little bit on the short side. What I like about it is this arched back over here and these serrations and notches back here give it actually a pretty good secure fit. Additionally, you have these shoulders here right on the end of the handle, which is perfect for indexing and also for its intended purpose, which is skinning. It allows you to purchase up exactly where you need to, get your finger on any part of the blade here, and be able to maneuver and skin and do exactly the job you need it to do. What a great little tool. Actually holds in your hand pretty damn good. It does not want to fly out very easily. It's very easy to index too. Just a quick grab Boom, boom, boom. You're done. Easy. Additionally, that blade is very, very sharp. It is a razor. It is not just a razor, it is a scalpel. This thing cuts. As the guy in Fortune Fire would say, it will kill. And yes, it will. It's a sweet little honey of a knife. And frankly, I like it quite a bit. My complaints, though, are actually some of its benefits, which is that small size. I really do wish it would have a little bit of a bigger handle to be able to fit my hand more comfortably on it. To be able to really just purchase up maybe a more pronounced blade so I can really show somebody what for if needed. Because that's part of an EDC carry knife, is not just a tool, but as a protective weapon. This maybe is not quite giving that fear factor I would like it to have. But it is legal to carry in pretty much all 50 states. A lot of states will have a blade limit for your carry knife. You go above that, not only will it get confiscated, but you can get ticketed or even arrested for it. My state, unfortunately, is one of those. If you look at the overall design, it looks pretty damn good. It's very, very functional for its overall size. Good belly here on the handle to wrap your fingers around. I mean, for what it is, even though it's a small size and that gives me a little bit of a complaint, overall, I really, really like how it functions and it fits. And it just looks superb. I mean, sure, of course, you know, maybe the guys at the lodge are going to laugh at you, but you know what? It's not about the size of the knife, it's about how you use it. While we're going to find somewhere where we can cut some good stuff, I want to show you guys how it fits overall in the pocket. Very, very easy to carry. Doesn't really print very well, which is perfect because it stays nice and concealed, which is what we want. Yet it's very easy to take out. Now, unfortunately, because of that nature of its belt buckle up on top here, it's hard to just immediately pull out quick. Although you can unbuckle it, it's a bit of a faff and a fumble to get your blade out. So it's not a quick draw blade, not by a long shot. You could risk it and leave it open. Of course, now the leather is cut, but if you do leave it open, it holds decently. It will come out though. So I wouldn't do that if you're out there in the woods. Now, the benefit is, of course, is it can fit in even a front pocket here. It doesn't get in the way. What I like about it is I can keep it on my belt or in my pocket and my belt, loops like this, and actually get in and out of the truck very easily, drive, do everything I need to do. Doesn't get in the way, doesn't feel like it's a big thing right there bumping me in some odd spots. So that's a good part about it. Other than that, the latching system is good. It's secure when it is closed. As you can see now, it ain't coming out, but it does make it a hard thing to pull out quickly, especially that the handle is almost entirely recessed inside of the sheath itself. So it's not like you can really just grab it and get her going. But maybe that's a benefit. I'll let you guys decide at home. For me, I would like it to be a little bit more of a quick draw style nature, but also I don't want to give up on the security. So sometimes when you compromise, you get the best of both worlds, yet the really best of none. And that's kind of what we have going on here. Anyway, let's see if we can cut some stuff. The mark of a good blade is if it can cut with barely any downward force. The sharper the blade, the better it cuts. And of course, the safer it is if you don't have to force on it. Again, as a skinning knife and a carving up knife, well, you want it to do that. So, very, very light grip here. Let's see what she can do. Yoy. Nothing. Like butter. Absolute butter. Both of them, down, out, done. Simple. Cool deal. So let's see if we can find some wood to carve. Now granted, this is not a wood carving knife, but it could do a pretty damn good job of it. So let's see what we can find. Alright, so we found just a little stick here. I'll be careful not to cut my sheath any further than I have. Now let's see its actual carving nature here. You can see even just from inside of the sheath there, it basically carves up its own self. Alright, here we go. So, holding it just like I would if I'm carving something, or just skinning an animal. Let's see. Cuts very, very deep, very, very easily. That belly lets it slide all the way down and through. You can separate bones and joints extremely easily with this thing. Look at that. I just nothing. Just like nothing. Like butter. And yet, it still stays razor sharp. Look at that. You just can't beat it. I mean, good luck with that. So does Benchmade really earn its $123 price for a mini little camp knife, skinning knife, hunting knife, carry knife? Yeah, I think it does. I've used this thing pretty much every day for the last year and a half, 2 years now. I haven't had to sharpen it, period. I haven't. And of course, Benchmade gives you a lifetime warranty. Send it back if anything breaks, comes loose, chips up. They'll reshape it for you. They'll take care of it for you. They'll replace all the pieces for you. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. I'll let you guys decide at home, but I think it's worth it overall. Well, anyway, this was a little bit of a short tool demo, but if you want to catch some longer ones, don't forget to check out this link over here for our last hatchet and axe review video, and check this playlist over here for more tool stuff, tests, reviews, and comparisons. And click on my big fat ugly face over here to be able to check out the rest of the channel. We got 5 series that all rotate through. And then don't forget to click the vidIQ link. Might as well become a YouTuber as well too. I'm 40 years old. I started this 8 months ago. Now we also have brand deals. Go figure that. So why wait? Start today. Easy mode is closing in 2026. It's about to open up to the total global market, more so than it ever has. Get your feet in the door now. Become a YouTuber. Anyway, the Fuzzy Fixer. I'll see y'all next time.